Welcome back. Beef Northwest is a company that has managed to successfully mix the industry's tradition and honor with modern business practices. Cattlemen to Cattlemen reporter Dave Russell recently had the chance to learn more.
The beef industry is known for its proud history, but it also needs to keep up with the times. With operations in Oregon and Washington, Beef Northwest is a family-owned company doing that with a reputation going back nearly a century and a half.
My partner in the business today is Jim Wilson. He's a first cousin, and his and my great-great-grandfather came across the Oregon Trail in the late 1860s, early 1870s. They settled in the Baker or North Powder Valley in the early 1870s, and we actually have a Century Farm in Oregon that was established in 1878.
Beef Northwest was started in 1991. We have 3 feedlots, 2 in Oregon, 1 in Washington. We have a capacity of 95,000 head. It's also integrated with a company called Wilson Cattle Company, which is really a backgrounding stocker operation, grass operation. That's been in the Wilson family for 5 generations, since the 1800s. And so the stocker operation, the grass operation, grazes cattle throughout the Northwest and California and feeds into Beef Northwest feedlots. So it's really a vertically integrated operation with Wilson Cattle and Beef Northwest.
Through the years, the Wilsons have made respect the cornerstone of the family-owned operation.
There have been multiple siblings as partners within our family business for 4 generations, and you don't do that in the ranching business without a certain amount of respect that's being passed through. And I think within the family there's a lot of respect, but I hope that it's been passed along to all the management, the employees that we have, and then on through that to our customers and partners.
We have good relationships with our packers. We see the opportunity in integrating ourselves all the way back to the producer and providing them the kinds of information that they need and helping them be successful. And we also are working with our packers to provide them the kind of product they want. And we're the largest supplier of cattle to Tyson in the Northwest, and we see that as a great opportunity to work with them and developing grids and developing the kind of cattle that work for them too.
Creating win-win situations gets more than just lip service at Beef Northwest.
The margins in our industry are so low that if we're not together on both sides of the balance sheet, on both sides of a deal, it's not going to be sustainable. And I think the sustainability of our industry is in the balance between forming kind of partnerships all the way through the supply chain. We can't have our vendors going out of business. We can't allow our cow producer partners to go out of business. We can't. If our packers go out of business, we're in trouble. We feel like by establishing partnerships, we've got buy-in on both sides of the deal.
The last year has been tough, but like most in the cattle business, managers at Beef Northwest are optimistic.
We view the upcoming year as an opportunity. We think that if we can get any kind of a spark back in the demand side of our business, that we're in a great position to supply a good product and make some profit with it.
Focusing on their business, Beef Northwest depends on the National Cattlemen's Beef Association to protect their interests in Washington, D.C. and the public.
I think it's particularly important in the cattle industry because we tend to be so independent, and ranchers don't want interference. They don't want people on the ranch. They're doing what they're doing for a very specific reason, and a lot of that has to do with independence, which tends to make us maybe hide out a little bit from the public and hide out a little bit from some of these issues that are going on out there. If we didn't have our trade organizations representing us, I think we would really have some serious public relation type or image type issues because we're not the kind of people that naturally get in front of big crowds and tell our story.
There are so many issues out there that are so important to our industry, and we feel that the National Cattlemen's Beef Association represents us well. And we can't be every place all the time, and those people that are in the NCBA, we have a lot of confidence in. And we put a lot of stock in NCBA to represent our interests, and we feel that they're the best national organization to do that. And we're going to continue to support NCBA any way we can to represent the interests of the cattlemen.
I'm Dave Russell reporting for NCBA's Cattlemen to Cattlemen.
You can get more details on Beef Northwest and other C2C stories at cattlementocattlemen.org.